Think it's about time this hedge was cut, don't you? Hi, I'm Chris and welcome back to the channel. This time we're going to be looking at the GE-CH 1855/1 Li-Solo Cordless Hedge Trimmer from Einhell. This is a reasonably lightweight 18-volt trimmer with a decent cutting length of 55 centimeters, that's just a bit shy of 2 feet, and Einhell claim it's the perfect tool for large hedges. Let's see if they're right. Okay, let's get the box opened, see what's inside, and lay everything out on the bench. The first thing to say is, what a cool shaped box. Somebody had some fun designing that. What have we got then? Well, there's the main trimmer body with the cutting blades enclosed in a removable dual purpose black plastic guard cum holder that can also be used for wall mounting. In addition, there's a translucent cutting collector and handguard, together with an adjustable handle. Finally, there's the usual printed set of safety and user instructions. I purchased this as a bare unit, so it didn't come with a battery or charger. However, I already have those from previous Einhell purchases. By the way, if you're also in the market for a cordless leaf blower or lawn trimmer, please do take a look at my other Einhell garden tool reviews here. Before we can use it, we need to fit the safety guard and front handle. Starting with the safety guard first, I found this quite fiddly to fit on. Despite using quite a bit of force, I found I couldn't get the guard to sit over the black body section properly, resulting in a gap between the guard and the moulded ridge, as shown by the white arrows. In this position, it was impossible to fit the 2 securing screws that were supposed to hold the guard on. In the end, I found the only way to manage this was to position the guard such that I could get the first screw in, which then gave me some resistance against which I could force the other side of the guard far enough up the body so that the hole for the second screw was visible. Once the second screw was in and everything tightened up, the guard finally sat neatly against the moulded ridge, as shown. Whilst not insurmountable, I didn't think this was a great start, and I'd suggest Einhell take a look at the dimensions of the guard moulding. Onto the front handle with integrated safety switch, and this was much more straightforward. First thing to do is to slip the handle over the 2 circular bosses, one on each side of the main trimmer body. A point to note, it is possible to fit the handle back to front, which will only show up later when you try to install a securing bolt. So make sure the black section of the handle faces forwards towards the blade and the red section faces backwards towards the rear handle and trigger. If you've done this correctly, the grey release flap should be located on the right hand side of the trimmer when viewed from above, as shown. Feed in the bolt from the left hand side and then screw it in so that it engages with the other side of the handle. With the grey flap in the released position, you should now find the front handle can be adjusted to pretty much any position you prefer, from angled forwards to vertical to leaning backwards. I settled on a slightly forward leaning position, following which all that's needed is to close up the grey release flap, which will result in the front handle then being locked in position. Slide in a fully charged battery and we're ready to rock and roll. Almost time to tackle that hedge. Before we see how the trimmer copes with our hedge, here's a quick run through of the key features as highlighted by Einhell themselves. We'll see how well they stack up in practice. If you want to find out more, further details and full technical specs can be found at the link shown. The cutting blades are laser cut and made from diamond ground steel, having an overall cutting length of 55 centimeters with an 18mm tooth spacing. The trimmer is lightweight, weighing around 2.4 kilos, excluding the battery, making for comfortable extended working. The rear handle can be swivelled to offer the best cutting angle and incorporates a trigger style on-off switch. Front handle position can be finely adjusted to suit personal preference, and a cutting collector can optionally be fitted to aid with clearing the trimmings. The trimmer utilises a 2-hand safety switch approach. requiring one hand on the front handle and one hand on the rear handle on-off switch. An aluminium cover is fitted over the cutter blades, and a cutter guard is provided for when storing or transporting the trimmer. This can also be used for wall mounting the tool. The trimmer utilises long life metal gearing for extended operation and comes with a 2-year warranty, which can be extended to 3 years if registered online. One small request: if you enjoy this video or find it useful, please do hit the like button, as it helps me reach a wider audience, and consider subscribing if you want to see similar future content. Thanks. On starting to cut, my initial impression is that it sounds quite chatty, but having said that, it's still much quieter than my old corded Black & Decker trimmer, and certainly a lot lighter. It's very easy to handle and cuts through these lighter branches with relative ease. Having said that, the blades are brand new, and so that should be expected. Cutting above head height is easy enough, and having initially fitted a 2.5 Ah battery, the overall weight is very manageable, but so far so good. Easy to use and seems to do what it should. After a few minutes working my way along the hedge, I managed to give it a fairly decent trim without too much difficulty. When it comes to working on a ladder, which in this case I couldn't position closer to the hedge, the trimmer is still easy to use and manoeuvre. I certainly found its lighter weight resulted in less strain on the arms when reaching out. That's probably true for most cordless trimmers and not specific to this Einhell model, but it's certainly something to consider when purchasing. Cutting along the top of the hedge tends to be a bit more stop-start as you clear the cut branches away. I haven't bothered fitting the cutting collector, so whether that would have made any difference I can't say. Unlikely, I would have thought. Getting up and down the ladder whilst holding the trimmer presents no problems, and of course there's no cable to continually get snagged, either by the ladder or the hedge. Now I can hear the safety police reaching for their keyboards already, and yes, I know I shouldn't be doing this, I know you shouldn't do this yourself. But what I'm doing is applying a bit of tape around the forward handle to hold the safety switch permanently on. Why? Because I want to operate the trimmer one-handed so that I can reach that little bit further across the top of the hedge to get those awkward branches sticking up in the middle that I couldn't otherwise reach. The safer solution would of course be to get a taller platform to work from, but enough said. Tape removed and we're back to safe two-handed operation. To get an idea of the cutting ability, I've got a branch here which I've measured up 10mm, cuts through perfectly fine. 14mm, again, cuts through perfectly well, a nice clean cut in both cases. However, when you compare that to a 16mm branch, you can see, despite effectively trying to saw with the trimmer, it's really struggling, so just won't go. So somewhere around the 14mm I think is probably about the thickest branch that you could get through with the trimmer. And here's the result of my efforts, or at least some of it. Of course, if you're going to invest in cordless tools, it generally makes sense to choose a brand and then stick with it, so you can interchange the batteries and don't end up having to buy multiple different battery and charger types. Of course, this may mean that you can't choose the absolute best cordless tool on the market for a specific task. For example, Einhell might have the best hedge trimmer, but not the best lawn trimmer, etc. Having previously bought Einhell's budget leaf blower and lawn trimmer, and been reasonably pleased with both, sticking with the brand for the hedge trimmer made sense. It's fair to say that all three of my Einhell garden tool purchases are more towards the budget end of the market, but with a relatively small garden they fit my needs pretty well. At the end of the day, you pays your money and takes your choice. And so, after a couple of hours effort, this is what one side of the hedge looks like. I'll admit it's certainly not perfect, but it's neat and tidy and will do for another season. So what do I think, and would I recommend it? On the positive side, it's lightweight, easy to move around and straightforward to use. Battery life appears to be very good. Starting with a new fully charged 2.5 ampere battery, I was able to trim both sides of the beech hedge shown and tidy up all the loose cuttings using the blower, and still have 2 out of 3 bars left illuminated. To give a point of reference, that encompasses around 85 to 90 square metres of hedge, or 900 to 1,000 square feet in old money. Whether you class that as a large hedge or not depends on how big your property is, but there wouldn't be much benefit in us having a more powerful trimmer given the size of our garden. For those few branches that it just couldn't get through, I did have to resort to a long reach lopper, but that was also the case sometimes with the old Black & Decker. On the negative side, as I mentioned, the safety guard was a bit difficult to fit, though not impossible. I wonder though how many people might not persevere and so use the tool without the guard. Also, one of the thumb screws securing the aluminium blade cover came loose and dropped out at some point during the first session. Luckily, I was able to find it before it got lost amidst the cuttings. Maybe it hadn't been properly tightened up in the factory, but it's worth giving them all a check each time before I start using it. Features I haven't really used. As mentioned, I haven't bothered with the cutting collector and haven't felt the need to adjust the angle of the front handle once it was set up. Swivelling the rear handle also seems a bit superfluous to me, as I mostly just alter the position of my arms to suit. I also found it quite difficult. Maybe it's just a little bit stiff. Of course, others may find these features more useful. My strategy for managing the hedge is typically to trim it myself for 3 to 4 years running and then pay a professional to do it the next time, wherein they can get it back into proper shape, including getting the top more level than I can. The last time someone cut it for us, the cost was around the £200 mark. So at a price of £90 in August 2023, this cordless hedge trimmer should be very cost effective. I can't speak to long-term reliability as yet, time will tell, but providing it's not abused, I can't see why we shouldn't get a decent number of seasons out of it. Overall then, I'd give it a Handyman At Home rating of 8.5 out of 10, and would certainly recommend it to anyone looking for a lightweight, easy to use hedge trimmer. Well, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you again on the next one. Cheers.